Okay, can you say and spell your name, please?
Lieutenant Colonel Bill Matheny, M-A-T-H-E-N-Y.
Lieutenant Colonel Matheny, we're here in Conway, South Carolina, and can you kind of explain what you guys are doing here?
Sure. So we deployed as part of Team South Carolina. I'm the commander of the 122nd Engineer Battalion, and we were tasked to come here in support of the Department of Transportation and the city of Conway to help with flood mitigation efforts.
And what are you guys doing along the highway?
So on the highway, we are installing a flood mitigation barrier, and we were tasked to basically protect 2 lanes of the Highway 501 business route. And what we did was in place a barrier on the north side and south side of those 2 lanes to keep the waters from coming up from Lake Busby and from the Waccamaw River.
And what's the significance of that highway?
So that's a main artery, and it connects the mainland to Myrtle Beach, and topographically it's the highest of any of the roadways here, and it was the easiest to protect.
So they expecting all water to cut off Myrtle Beach with the exception of the highway that you guys are implementing the flood mitigation?
That's correct. So as long as our efforts are successful, we'll maintain that artery when the other ones that are at lower elevations will be flooded.
And how many miles of sandbagging have you guys done?
So we're protecting at this point 2 miles, 2 linear miles of the roadway, and the total engineer effort is actually double that since we're doing the 2 barriers. So we're looking at over 4 miles of engineer effort.
I see it's an incredible workload that's going on here. How many people, who all's involved with it?
So we have my battalion, and what we mobilized was about 260 soldiers, and then we also have augmentation from another battalion, the 178th, and they brought about 100 to this effort as well.
Are there any other places in the city where you guys are doing flood mitigation?
There are. The city of Conway has asked us to help mitigate risk at some of their critical infrastructure, and specifically the lift stations that support their sewer treatment.
Are there any other towns in the South Carolina area that are also needing assistance?
There are, and I think the South Carolina Guard has mobilized over 3,000 soldiers, and we're spread out mainly in the northeast region, focusing there because that's where the main flood threat is coming from North Carolina.
Well, thank you for all you guys are doing. You guys are doing some incredible work here.
That's our privilege.